Hey, everybody. I'm Christina Lynch, and I'm here today with Jamie Moore. Jamie, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
What's your favorite food truck?
My favorite food truck is El Tree, which is spelled Tri. Maybe there's two I's, but I think it's just one. They do the snacks and raspados and the just all of the snacks that the kids are into these days. And they have supported Puente, so you can often find them on campus. And they are also sometimes parked out near Cahuilla Delta.
Yum. What's the main reason you chose teaching?
I chose teaching because it was in the classroom where I was able to define myself for myself. So my hope is to create that space for my students as well.
Fantastic. What courses do you teach?
Everything. I teach English 1, our basic comp class, English 2, our logic and composition. My favorite to teach is our English 18 African American Lit. I've also taught women in literature. And also our co-requisite support class, English 301, which you take with English 1.
What's your proudest non-teaching accomplishment?
My proudest non-teaching accomplishment would probably be publishing my novella.
Fabulous.
I made a very intentional decision to publish it with a really small press back in 2014, a couple years after we both graduated from our MFA program. And then I was able to re-release that as an open source ebook earlier this year in May 2021.
Fantastic. What's something most people don't know about your past?
I'm a oldest sister of 7 younger siblings. My mom has also been a foster care parent, so we took in 4 of my cousins as well as other emergency situations. I also have 6 older siblings that I didn't grow up with, so I claim that oldest daughter label very fiercely, but in the spectrum of kids, I'm right in the middle, but I grew up as the oldest. I'm used to having a kid on each arm and somehow holding a book in between.
What's your watch it 1,000 times movie?
That's a really good question because I'm not really a watch it 1,000 times kind of person. I would rather go read a book. I'll see something on the TV and I'll be like, oh, I've seen it. And then I'll go do something else. I'm not really a visual media person most of the time.
What's your late work policy?
My late work policy has evolved in COVID. My late work policy used to be turn it in within the week, if possible, after I've conferenced with a student to see kind of what's going on, right? Usually there's some sort of situation in their life that's preventing them from turning it in, even though we like to perpetuate this narrative that students don't want to turn things in on time or that they're being lazy. That's never been the case when I really get to talk to students about what's going on. Usually something's happening in their life or they're confused and they need help. During COVID, and especially since I'm teaching virtually, my late policy is if you can do it and get it in, great. I want to honor that labor. So my late policy is really, really open right now, with the exception of my students who are in the English 1 class working on their research paper. I ask them to complete each step of the research paper, the proposal, the outline, stuff like that, in order. So I don't want them to like turn in the proposal like way later. So that's what I do right now, basically. The other stuff, I recommend they turn it in as soon as possible, that the deadlines are there to keep a specific pace for them. But if they are making the time during a global pandemic to do a reading assignment that I made up, then I thank them and I am grateful.
Yeah. And what's your absence policy?
My absence policy is in flux too, because of all that we've been through. My like more traditional absence policy, when we're not in COVID times and when I was teaching in person is that after 3 absences, I would ask for a conference. And again, checking in with the student, if they had 4 to 5 absences and I haven't heard from them at all, then I would pursue a drop after I've tried to contact them. But again, it's flexible depending on what's happening in the student's life. So if a student is going through some sort of hardship, then we will talk about, can they make up some of that time? You know, can we coordinate something with the admissions office to make sure that they're making up the time for their credit hours and stuff like that. But typically it's about 3 to 4 absences. And I'm like, hey, are you still there? Is everything okay? Let's have a conversation to make sure we can get you here safely and participating, because my class tends to be very interactive.
What's one piece of advice to your students?
Ooh. Take your time, probably. If you know me, you know that I am not someone who takes my time. I'm someone who does everything at once, as evidenced by my work on campus, my role as both a full-time teacher and a full-time grad student. And I think I have experienced an early career burnout that I didn't anticipate. And it's given me a lot of perspective. I felt that big ticking clock over my head when I was younger. Like, I have to do it. I have to beat the odds. I have to beat the statistics. I'm getting out of community college in 2 years. Then I'm getting my bachelor's. Then I'm getting my master's. And I'm grateful for that pressure on myself in terms of getting my life started, getting my career started. But now I am, you know, in my early 30s and tired. And I wish I would have slowed down a little bit to enjoy what I was learning, how I was growing. And I see students working through that same pressure. So my wish for them is that they do take that time to explore the things that they really love, especially when it costs less at COS.
Do you have pets?
I do have a dog that you know well. His name is Atlas. He is a Catahoula Hound dog, and he has the same level of anxiety as me, which is high. So sometimes we get along, we comfort each other real well, and sometimes we can't stand each other. So it's usually one of the other.
On Sunday, do you hike a mountain or kill zombies?
I'm glad you explained this question to me. My heart wants to say, hike a mountain, you know, like that's the California thing to say. It's a lie. I'm not hiking a mountain with you. You know what I mean? Like,
not these days.
Not these days. I'm not built for that. So I'm killing zombies on the TV. I'm reading a book about somebody killing zombies, really is the truth.
What's your favorite recent teaching moment?
Oh, I like this. My favorite recent teaching moment is different than what I would have anticipated because of teaching virtually. I just solicited feedback from students in my English 18, my African American Lit class, because I tried to create some more interactive assignments at the beginning when we're reading more historical documents, more like heavy literature before we get into more contemporary stuff. So I was like, let's not do the heavy writing up front. Let's do some more fun stuff. And they created these beautiful digital collages and created podcasts. And not only the work that they produced, but also their feedback about engaging in the historical literature from that more contemporary lens of responding and using that reader response was just so exciting. So it was great to be able to get to know them that way. But even though we didn't have the context of the classroom. So I think, yeah, I was just so excited by all their responses.
Where do you go for a long weekend?
A long weekend, probably the coast. And I think that's the normal Central Valley answer, right? I really like Cayucos, Morro Bay, that Central Coast. If I'm really, really like feeling down, then I'm gonna go up home. I'm gonna go north. My beach that I grew up on is up on Bodega Bay, up in Sonoma County. So I love a cold beach. So it doesn't matter what time of year, it's gonna be cold up there. I'm gonna bring a jacket. I'm gonna watch for some sea life. And that's where I'll be.
Do it now or wait until the last minute?
Oh, dear Christina, not even the last minute, my friend, the last second. Like, am I already supposed to be there? I'm at the printer. That's where I
am. With you. Other career you'd pursue?
This question is really interesting because we are in this moment of like hustle culture. And I feel like social media has allowed me to explore this. So like my other career would be like book reviewer. I want to say like full-time writer, but I don't want to like, not give away my identity as a writer. But I think academia has taken over some of that. But I think book reviewer, right? I really love talking about books. So I get to do that a little bit on social media, and I carve out a little time for myself to do that. But if I could make that a full-time job and people could just pay me money to talk about my feelings and not have to be like hypercritical or like super bougie about it, that would be great.
What's your favorite anxiety reliever?
Candy, 100%. Does it have sugar? I want it in my mouth. That's chocolate, fruity candy, gummy things. Yeah, I'm addicted because I can't have caffeine. I can't have some of these other things people run to when they need energy. That's how I supplement my energy. It is not healthy. I'm working on it.
What's one inanimate object you'd take to a desert island?
Like, I want to say a book, and that's so basic.
Okay.
I mean, it's a book, really. Yes. If not a book, then it's got to be conditioner because there's a lot of hair. A lot of hair on my head.
What's your favorite thing about your job?
My favorite thing about my job is probably graduation and watching a student that I have invested a lot of time and energy into, especially our Puente students. I've had the honor of being a co-coordinator of Puente for several years, as well as a mentor in the program, to see the joy on their faces on that day when they know that this is the beginning of the rest of their academic lives. To see their parents and families sharing that joy. We always kind of like, oh, okay, we got to go to graduation after a long semester. But I never, ever, ever regret going. So I think that's one of my favorite moments, is to just relish in that joy with them.
That's great. Office decor, minimalist or maximalist?
I'm kind of in between. I think, to be honest, I think I lean more maximalist. I have like a little gallery wall. I have like a big, bold, bright, like art piece I made. There's books, there's lots of things. There's definitely dust right now. Layers of dust, right? I haven't been there in a minute, but yeah, I'm trying to become more of a minimalist, but I'm not there yet.
What's the biggest obstacle you would remove for students if you could?
Finances.
Yeah.
I'm a student who entered college when my family was living below the poverty line. I was a homeless college student as well for several years. So I understand like how that impacts every single part of your ability to be present, to get things done, to let alone afford going to college and all of the supplies and things that you need. So if I could give out all the scholarships, that would be great. Do we need to contact California Lotto? Like, I don't know who I need to coordinate that with. Benefactors, I'm here. You can find me on the internet.
What's the best thing about being a Costa member?
The best thing about being a Costa member is that we have like a united front that like I know that I can turn to when I have questions about our policies, our procedures as a district. That's a safe place for me to ask those questions. Mm-hmm. I think from the beginning, even when I was an adjunct, I was aware of both the COSAFA leadership and the COSTA leadership, and both were very approachable, had answers for me when I had questions, collaborated together when I needed help on a grievance early on, when I didn't get the pay that I needed, when I came in as a full-time sub, which was kind of on accident. And they were able to help me work with the district to get everything sorted out in a related, what's the word for timely in a timely way. Yeah. So I've always felt like there is somebody in COSTA that I could turn to ask those questions that I can't figure out myself or that I'm scared to ask.
Mm-hmm. And is there anything else you'd like to tell us today?
I would definitely like to tell you about Edac, our Equity, Diversity, and Action Committee on campus. This was formerly the Equity Committee and was reformed as Edac to work within our participatory governance structure. Edac's goal is to collaborate with other groups on campus, especially our academic senate, to recommend ways that we can revise our policies and procedures, the ways that we can improve our student services, the kinds of events and services we can offer across our district, and not only for students, right? Because often we talk about equity just in terms of students, but also how we can improve the services and resources for the employees of the district as well. One of our charges is to positively change the culture of our campus, of our district. I tend to use campus all the time, right? It's our habit of language, but of our district, of our 3-campus district. So I really hope that Edac can continue to have a positive influence, one tiny part of which is our watch parties, which were really successful last academic year and will continue this year, providing that virtual space for folks to gather across all 3 campuses to talk about different elements of the equity conversation, which is intersectional and multi-layered. So I really appreciate the space that my other committee members have worked really hard to create and maintain, that folks have been able to share their questions, their comments, and their experiences about equity in the district.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Of course. Thank you.